All right, let's go ahead and do a check-in, tap in, check in.
Another
Melena, how was your week so
I don't know
far?
where it is. Number.
Oh, Melena is in another conversation. We're gonna keep rolling. Come back to Melena. Fry Daddy. Nope. No Fry Daddy?
I'm ready.
No. All right, let's get it, Bernice. What's been going on this week for you? What trades have you taken? How they looking? What you learning? What's going on?
Okay, so I quit like 3 times last week. I think maybe only twice this week. But I talked to Zaytoven the other night, and he told me, he was like, because I'm taking in all this information and I'm still not profitable. I'm still not able to take my own trade. I'm getting in when the candle go up. I'm getting out when the candle go down. It was crazy. But he told me, he said, just concentrate on morning stars and evening stars. And it made such a difference. So I started with tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. And it's, I know y'all say it's everywhere, but it literally is everywhere. And I've been profitable the last couple of days.
Morning stars, evening stars, tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms.
Yep.
And that's what you've been trading with and it's been working so far?
Yes.
And what were you using before for candlestick confirmation?
Going up, going down. Because I'm watching, I swear I'm watching all these videos. I'm reading, I don't know. I guess at a point it just became overwhelming. And I'm like, what time frame? I couldn't get it.
And what time frame have you been trading on?
I use all of them.
Okay.
But these last couple of days, I've been using 15-minute, 5-minute, and like the 3 or 2 minute. But I try and draw my resistance or something. And that's another thing, the resistance, support and resistance, and supply and demand, getting good levels. Because on SPY, like there's everything. So your chart will just be lines everywhere. So what's real? What's important? And I've been fibbing everything. And I think that made a difference too.
And that's been helping you?
Yes.
How have you been using them?
I'll do the high and low of the day. And then that's a video that you had when you said came in, we just did, it was like 9:30 or something. He said you said these are the first 2 candles. One was big, they were it had a nice range to it. So you use both of those and you fibbed it. So I've been using those.
And the supply and demand zones?
I don't really know those.
Okay, so you need to work on those next.
Yes. What's real? What's a real supply and demand zone? Because like I said, the damn lines be everywhere. The SPY hits everything.
Okay. What's the biggest takeaway you've had from this week? Whether it's something you learned from
concentrate on one thing. Concentrate on one thing and study that. And like I said, tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms and morning stars and evening stars, they're everywhere. I still can't recognize other patterns, like the bullish and what's some of them other ones? I don't know, the bullish flags and all that stuff. Because that stuff, it seemed like you can manipulate it to look like anything. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So,
So cool. Good job. Concentrate on one or two things.
yes.
And then want to work on chart patterns, supply and demand.
Yes, please. Supply and demand, support and resistance, just knowing, because I'm in and out and I don't know where it can go, where it can end, when to jump out. Because I never really had a plan when I got in there. So I don't know if my plan is bad now.
Cool. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Melana, you back? 3, 2, 1. Next. Wally, what's up?
Jordan, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Everything's great. Stay
Good.
at work, so I'll be, in and out listening.
Okay, you got 5 minutes to me real quick? 3 minutes, maybe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You trade this week?
No, I didn't trade this week because they have me on night shift, so I get off in the morning and I go home and sleep. But I have been charting up when I get off, just watching stuff bouncing off my lines. I understand support and resistance. I can read the trend. And also another thing that I'm looking at is how, something Moody said that if you fold it, you kind of see what's coming to play out next. And I've been watching that. I've been seeing it a lot better, understanding it. I'm understanding actionable signals. Sometimes they can turn on you, but most of the time they're good. That's just mainly how I just been looking at things, just trying to keep it as simple as possible.
Okay. What are you trading tomorrow? If you can?
I get off tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Okay. So you think you'll be able to trade the afternoon then maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and set my alarm clock to wake up even earlier because I'll work tonight, tomorrow night. I should be able to trade. Yeah, I'll try to wake up early enough, and then I'm off on Monday, so Monday will be a good day for me also.
Bet. What's your biggest takeaway and the thing you need to work on from this week?
I'll admit it, I need to do better with writing things down.
Okay.
And going over and reading. I'm having an issue with that because I don't want to make any excuses, but that's one of my problems.
Got you. What's the biggest takeaway you've had from this week? Something you learned, something you've gotten better at, something you're realizing?
I'm realizing I'm understanding the charts a little better. You know how it's up, down, up, down. I'm realizing like getting points and getting better on when to get out. Even though I haven't been trading, but I just watching the charts.
Gotcha.
And getting better at understanding the Greeks. Because that's a big thing I want to get down pat is understanding the Greeks.
All right, so you want to work on the Greeks and logging the process and learning from yourself more.
Yes.
Bet. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Hey, for sure. Charm. 3, 2.
Hey,
There you go. What's up? What's
the
up, Charm?
countdown. Oh my God, the countdown.
Hey, I'll be ready to roll. Hey, we got
Yeah.
things to do, people to see, you know what I'm saying?
No, I understand. So I did trade this week. I have to work on my entries. I am learning to see things better on the charts, and kind of understanding possibly where things may be going. My entries is everything though, and I need to stop being so hesitant on entering a trade. Because the time will go, and then when I enter, I'm entering when it's about to hit, like maybe my price target, my first price target, when I should have already entered, and possibly a trade will reverse on me. Um, what I did learn this week, like Moody was going over price action, and that was a good takeaway for me because I would constantly hear the word price action, but wasn't clear on what that was until he went over it a couple of days ago. I am a work in progress. I know there's a lot more I need to learn, but I do feel like I'm learning how to read the charts more. With a lot of the things you and Moody have gone over in MSC Teach. So I really have a better understanding of the candlesticks and the charts and recognizing patterns. So
How did your trades go
that's-
this week?
say that again.
How did your trades go this week overall?
I had some wins, some losses. I'm setting stop losses. Like I don't try to take too much of great losses anymore. Like I come out of trades like 15, 20%. Like I don't try to let it go beyond that. Sometimes I realize though that I have to let the trade retrace a little bit more, because what I do is I'll come out of the trade and then I'll see that it'll go in the direction that I originally where it was supposed to go, but I didn't give it enough time to play out. So I have to really work on my entries and work on really understanding where price is going to go, where the candlestick is going to go.
Are those
So-
stop losses you're using? Because you said you've been, and that's actually what I was going to ask you when you said you you won some and you lost some. I was going to ask what the size of those were, because there's a difference in going 50-50 and winning, plus 10%, plus 10%, minus 50%, minus 80%. That's 50-50, but you lost a lot of money, right? Versus going 50-50 and you won 2 trades at 60%, you lost 2 trades at 10%. Still 50-50, but you made more money on the other side, right? So what's been working for you in terms of having that tighter stop loss?
So this is the thing though. It's like I'll hold on. I'm still having this problem with holding on to trades that are actually going against me longer than the ones that are going in the direction that I needed to go. So like, because like you don't want the trade to start to go against you and you go in the red. So like I'll let it go to like 15% when I could have let it go to 30%. And I think that's because I really need to understand where like, all right, so I set up my price targets, but I'll let it get to like the first price target. And I need to understand that by looking at these charts, okay, it's going to make it to the second price target as well, according to how I'm looking at the charts. So I'll go to like maybe, I've gone to the max of like maybe 40, 50%. And I don't even want it to, now I'm realizing I don't even need it to get to that amount. So I've started to set like the, on Webull, I set the take profits stop losses, like you can take profit stop loss. And sometimes I try to do it mentally, but I know that sometimes if I do it mentally, I'll let the trade go farther against me. Then if I set the take profit stop loss, I know that once it gets to this 15, 20%, that's it. It'll just stop me out. And I don't know, like that's just something that me personally, I have to work on.
Have you found that helpful?
Yeah, because it makes me less anxious. Once I have the take profit stop loss set there, I know that if it gets to a certain amount, it's just going to stop me out. And then if I need to re-enter my trade, I can re-enter. But it makes me less anxious.
Hey Jordan, sorry to interrupt, bro. You taking notes on this? Just a quick question.
Look at the screen, bro.
Oh, I'm driving. My bad, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. I saw you get in the car, bro. I was just messing with you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you are. All right, bet. Everybody that joined, I'll be slowing down. I'm gonna still be going crazy. Y'all know what I mean when I say I'm gonna slow down. I don't know what that means. But in May, I'll be focusing on everybody that joined in February to give you one-on-one sessions. It'll be 30 minutes long. You know, if I have the extra time, excuse me, hold on. If I have the extra time, we'll definitely go a little longer. But appreciate you, Jordan, for taking these notes. Charm, take a break. I'm only telling you that because I know I read some of our DMs. I have to see the rest, but take a break. You made me aware of something in the DMs, and I know you're not like too shy or anything. I'm not gonna say no dollar amount, but you told me your account size. I'm gonna show you how to trade that. Just take a break. Take a week break or something like that.
All right.
All right.
Boom. Look at y'all getting one-on-ones. Ain't that something? That's a bet. That's a bet. Cool. Is there anything else you want to note down, Charm? We're gonna come back and revisit this in a week or two.
Say that again. Is there anything
Yeah, anything else you want me to jot down?
No, it's mostly like my entries.
Confident.
And just needing to know like where. Like I can clearly say that I have a better understanding. I used to look at the charts before and I didn't know what was going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just trading just to be trading. You jump in and out and just it's like hopium. Like you're hoping that the trade goes in your direction. But now there's a lot of things I look at and I say, oh, this is this and this is supposed to go here and this is supposed to do that. So yeah, that's basically it. Still a work in progress, but I believe I know that I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
Jordan, you're in my head, bro. This is when and I'd rather not even do this on a like business call or
going in and out, bro.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah, earlier you was a robot.
Oh, okay. You're in my head, bro, and I think it's important. And especially in the time of our development and things, and people are able to see like differently, and also our development. I think it's important to always at least give flowers, and not even give flowers but acknowledge, so people can be able to grow from that and see one growing from it. The reason I'm saying that you're in my head is I want to give everybody that started in February, I think we started this one-on-one sessions for 30 minutes, but what I learned from Jordan is, when you help somebody, bro, help somebody. I know that those 30 minutes is going to give you FOMO, because it's not going to be enough time for you to speak. I got notes and stuff to go over, but for you to at least show your screen and say certain things. So I'm going to get with Jordan and see how many people, like, to be able to get everybody booked, how many people a month, or possibly how many people a week for May, and everybody else that's left over that started, we'll just push you over into June, just to give me some time. But I think an hour is better, like 45 minutes to an hour on the one-on-one session, just so you can be able to breathe and not feel so rushed, and relaxed. And that's one thing I just learned from Jordan. He's always like on a business side, like coaching me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to be a student. I don't care if you're younger than me or not, but I just think that that's important to say, bro. Because then people just think like, dang, oh, it's coming from Moody. Yeah, it's coming from Moody, but it's also coming from tools and resources that Jordan gives me.
Yeah, bro, but it's you doing it, man. You know, it's a big time commitment, even to push it out, uh, to make it an hour long. That's a big commitment. So I'm glad to hear, but I know they are gonna be able to take advantage of that and get better, because of it. So shout out to you for giving that time, especially when you just had a son, fam. I'll
That's
take it.
why I said 45 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, just in case. That's why I said I, I get you also like your
Uh,
analytics when it comes to business is pretty deep. Where you'll be like, "Yo, here, just take about this many people. Trust me, you need your time and stuff like that." But we'll get together and we'll talk about it. But if you feel like that's a good fit, if it's better, we'll do the 30.
bet, bro. You starting to go robot again, so I'm gonna mute you. All right. Friday go with his barbecue. Friday.
So, so let me speak. Number one, and people disagree with me, but that's okay. I'm gonna show love. What helped me the most, I feel, is what I think Charm said. You watch it, and I'd watch it, and I didn't watch it, and I'd like, okay, it done moved $25. I'm jumping in. Let's considered is paper trade is like stretching. Like when you're gonna work out with 170, you start with 120. You know, kind of just get loose. And the other thing is looked at trade and market structure. So when I say market structure, I'm talking about a trend up or a trend down or a trend sideways. Up, I know I'm going to a swing high, swing low, and people call it different things. I think Moody explains it in back down into that and then coming up. Same thing going down. I have found out that I feel like I am a bear. And when I say a bear, that means I'm looking for a bear signal down versus looking for a
No, it keep going in and out.
how about now?
Yep.
Let me get me up where I can hear y'all now. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Friday,
Okay.
Friday Daddy. If you can hear me, Friday Daddy, you about to be the shit.
Yes, sir.
Talk your talk. I've been through that level. I know exactly what you're about to say. You can see puts, but you don't see the calls that well. I've been there before, and that's why you don't want to jump from calls and puts. You want to trade what you see and utilize that. Go ahead. I'll help you in a few. Go ahead.
That's right. But I'm gonna tell you another thing too is if you notice when you look at a morning star or you look at a reversal pattern going from a bearish reversal pattern, in that book it says when you see this signal, immediately get into puts. But when you're on the bottom, like a morning star or something, it says, hey, on a morning star, you need to wait for the next candle for confirmation. And the way I see that is people always jumping out of something going bad. So if you in a call and they see some bad news, everybody's selling, getting out. So that's when the price comes down. But people's real it's like at the bottom of the trend, like, well, should I get in? It's going up more. So they're a little bit more lenient, sometimes skittish. I say skittish to get in on the uptrend. So now that may not be right. That's just the way my little brain works. But so me doing this week, paper trading up front, I do 2 or 3 paper trades just to say, okay, I'm good. I'm good at it. I feel good. I feel comfortable. because what I would do is I would look at something, I wouldn't do it. And I say, if I won't pull the trigger, I've jumped the paper trade. So I jumped the paper trade this morning, bought me a SPY put and a SPX and a Intel, not puts, but positions. And motherfucker, $614 later, I'm like, oh, wow, I done forgot about it. And I'm like, oh God. So I'm like, okay, once I've seen it, I'm like, okay, I just encouraged myself that I reaffirmed to me, paper trading was an affirmation that I knew what I thought I saw. So then I jumped into some DBX and dropped about $40 on them, like made $40 off that DBX. And it was at the bottom of the bottom, but it had to take out that lower low. It hadn't took it out yet, and it was going, and it took the lower low out, and it started doing a little indecision, and I got out. And so that's what's helped me the most this week. Otherwise, I just look at it and I wouldn't get into a trade. But when I can look at that paper trade and I can say, my God, that's $644 I could have made day if I would have took the trade, because I saw what I saw. So that's helped me. Look, we'll know next week if it's really real. Come on, be honest with you. I've scalped this week. I haven't done any long-term stuff because it's been a crazy week at work. And at one time today, I had 6 people waiting on me at 3 o'clock to do 6 different things. So it was goofy, but so I haven't been long-term in it right now. But scalping, I can come in the morning, do my little scalp, or go in power hour. I hated power hour. And it's just Flowers Melina. She's always talking about power hour, and she does it. And I'm like, that mofo can do it. I can do it. So I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do some power hour. So I've done me some power hour, and because I've seen her doing it. So I just say this. I think it's important that each person share their success stories and share, even though some people don't like this, they think it's bragging, whatever, but it helps us to say, you know what, I can do that. It's like Moody said, it's a mindset. If Melina can do it, I can do it. And nothing taking away from Melina, it's adding to it. She give me encouragement to say, yeah, Fry, you can do it. You know, she's cheerleading for me, not by shouting Friday, but by doing positive and showing gains. That's cheerleading for me. And so that's why I've been taking it. And that's just a mindset thing. It's understanding that, you know, so that's what my takeaways. And my takeaways are, I want to develop what I'm doing into more day trade, because I love day trading. That's who I am. I want to scalp, but I'm a day trader.
You will or you won't?
No, I am a day trader that's what my inside tells me to do. I want to be a scalper in and out, but that's just not what inside is doing right now. Inside is saying you're better at day trading, day trade. I feel more comfortable, I feel more at peace day trading. Just because of I can buy the contracts longer, and you can manipulate day trading and swinging. I feel like I can manipulate. I have a better probability in my mind right now that I feel day trading swing, because scalping, it happens so quick. Sometimes you can miss it or whatever, and you don't have a lot of room for error in scalping. I don't right now. Later, I may have better room for error. I may learn it better, and I will. But right now, that's so I will start day trading. Probably I know Fridays. People hate do Fridays. It scares me to do Fridays, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, people get scared it's 2 more days, brother. Here's the problem. You still got so many hours in pre-market, no matter if it's weekends or not. I could be wrong. And there's so many hours in aftermarket. So I know there's a lot happening on weekends, but I may get into a couple of swings tomorrow just to push myself. But I do like the day trading. I like going a couple of days out and buying something and then come back, 4 or 5 hours later, and the next day looking at it, going, okay, it is what it is. Get out. Because scalping, I have to watch it so quick, and my eye is, I know that if I'm scalping, I know me, I will look at profit loss instead of target. So what I've started doing is here's something else I've done this week differently. I don't watch the chart and trade on the same device. I've always done that, and it would make me more nervous. Can I move over and jump? So what I would do is I will watch the chart on my computer. I watch the chart. Then when it gets ready, I've got my option click, sell to close, and then I can just click what price and click sell it. So that allows me to control myself from letting me get FOMO, let me watch, let me make stupid decisions. So trading on 2 different devices helped me too this week. But I will take swing trades either tomorrow or next week. Not swing trade, day trades. I will scalp some too, but I will day trades because I like that. I like that more actually.
Fry Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing to help you because I don't want to talk about it too much because I know I'm literally gonna be doing a mentorship on it. And then I'm just gonna ask you a question real quick. What how should I phrase it? How long does a day trader stay in the trade?
2 to 3 days, probably. That's the way I feel about it.
That's not a day trader.
You
That's
could
a
have
swing.
same day. It could be same day, but I mean, up to 2 or 3
No,
days.
no, a day trader does not stay in a trade for 2 to 3 days. That's called a swing trader.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why if you buy a trade today, you the thing is, Fry Daddy, you need to what will help. I'm not gonna say you need to. What would help you if you would like
Yeah.
is forget everything you think you know. You don't
Okay.
know. Forget and don't take this no time. Oh man, let me see if I can turn on the
I'm
light.
good, bro. We good, bro.
Nah,
Talk it.
I want you to see my face. I don't want you to think I'm
Oh,
being
let
like.
me see. Let me see. Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
don't take this personal.
Yeah.
Right? The reason I'm telling you that is one, you could watch this recording again. You thought day trading was buying something and selling it a couple of days later. That's called swing trading. When you buy a contract today and you sell it the next day when the market closes, I can buy a contract today and sell it tomorrow. That's called swing trading.
Okay.
I can buy a contract today and sell it today. That's called day trading.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's cool. Well, then I'm gonna be swing.
I can get in a trade. I can get in a trade today and get out today, and that's called scalping, right? So with me saying all of that, what my mind as a student will automatically think is like, okay, I don't have an input right now. So if I didn't know that, and I thought that that was swing trading, how long does a day trader stay in there? Right? Because that's the answer you're looking for, but you're not knowing to ask that question. How do I know that? Because you're saying that you like day trading more, even though that's more so swing trading, right? But you have to have the understanding that day trading is just getting in a trade and being in the trade for maybe I'll say 15 to an hour. That's day trading. I'm in a
Okay.
trade for 15 minutes to an hour, right? Swing trading is I'm in a trade today, I'm out tomorrow. I'm in a trade today, I'm out by the end of the week. I'm in a trade today, I'm out by the next 2 weeks. I'm in a trade today and I'm out in the next month or two. That is called swing trading. Midterm swing trading is anywhere I got in today, right? And I am getting out anywhere between 3 months to 6 months. That's midterm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Anything that's a year out is called leaping. You're now leaping. It's like a leap year. That's why it's called leap contract. So when you have that understanding, now it's easier to start to identify what kind of trader you want to be, right? So a day trader can also be in their trade for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, right? A scalper's in their trade for 1 minute to about 5 minutes. Scalper
Yeah.
scalp hard. Scalper put money down. There's 10,000, there's 20,000 on a trade. That's why you hear about the 10 to 20%. But my 10 to 20% is not going to be the same, right? Yes, in due time, as everything starts aligning, um, I'm going to be implementing some of this stuff into it, but right now the focus is on the mentorship and just getting through these candlesticks and these patterns really fastly. Not fastly, but as much as we can. So that's what you have to understand. And what I was going to help you with is don't have the mindset of, hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I got you, buddy.
You can, okay. don't have the mindset of, and watch when you watch this recording of,
Okay.
hey, this works for me, but I know a lot of people may not like this, but don't think that way, because that brings you out of a survival mentality. Like, if you have to survive, we have to live, not survive, right?
That's right.
So the reason I say that, you spoke on paper trading, so obviously that's what it is, right? That some people may not like. Now you have to do it correctly, right? One thing that you have to understand is you do not take a shower and put your clothes on at the same time, do you?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
All right. We don't walk and drive a car at the same time. So when paper trading, you do not trade live in the market and paper trade. That's fucking up your emotions. You can't identify with that. Why? Because then you're not identifying with the fact that, hey, I'm trading. I traded, I made some money, or I lost some money. Guess what? I feel like this is the move right here. I like this move. I don't trust myself. I'm going to go paper trade it. How the fuck are you going to gain trust by going to run and paper trade by saying I am scared of my decisions of being right, is what you're telling the universe. I'm scared of my decisions of being right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go paper trade this. And what happens from there? You build your FOMO in a negative way, because now you start to tell yourself, oh, no, every time I feel like I'm right, I always go paper trade and it works out. Well, guess what? You're going to feel like you're right this time, and you're not going to paper trade. You're going to do it, and you're going to lose because of the rhythm that you put yourself in. You lose on real accounts, you win on paper trade accounts. Your subconscious is going to remember that. And that's why I work on mindset. And that's why I work on revamping the mindset. And that's what my therapy session is called, revamping the mindset, right? Because you have to trick your mindset. Your mindset already lied to you and made you adapt to indoctrinations and stuff of that nature. So anytime you're trying to pull back, right, and go the right route, it may feel good at the moment, but you will old ways your ego would miss. Hey man, we used to gossip. Hey man, we used to talk about these people. Hey man, we used to scroll and watch Instagram all day. Come on, bro, let's go do it again. That's what your ego's doing to you. Every time you want to do something, think about every time you're about to do something, like, man, I told myself I'm not going to do this. You're telling yourself that, but every time you thought, and you're still committing the act, but every time you thought of, man, let me go do this because I keep telling myself I want to do this, you don't beat yourself up. You reward yourself for not doing it. And you have to be aware of that. Once you're aware of that and you don't give that negativity any rewards, you start to fast that. If that makes any sense. Hopefully I ain't go too deep.
No, I don't think you're too deep. That's cool. That's good stuff. That's good stuff.
So the takeaway, what's going on, bro? One minute. I'm about to be right out. I'm coming out right now. So look, what I would tell you is, takeaway is, when paper trading, why do you hear me say this all the time? Take a week off. Take 2 weeks off. You will literally learn about yourself. You're not going to be able to learn about yourself if you're paper trading and trading. Why? Because you still can't identify with your emotions. So now you're doing 2 acts at one time. The rule of karma can't focus on that. The mind only focuses on one thing at a time. That's why it's great to be the jack of all trades, but you have to master one. Soon you master one, you can move on to the next, move on to the next, move on to the next. And even if you don't master one, as long as you know the steps and the quality to doing it and you can execute it, you can move on to the next. And all you have to do is remember it's muscle memory. You have to do it again and again and again. The consistency. Why? Because if you do not utilize it, you will forget it. Anything in life that you was taught that you never utilized, you forgot about it.
Oh, true. That's word. Did he lose him? I think we lost him.
Nah, he got to where he was trying to go.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Let's keep rolling. There's a reason I let him just go ahead and keep going too. I know a lot of people. It's the cool thing about being able to adapt is, a lot of people learn from, right, the like technical, let me break down and review and recap and right. But there's also the component of the mindset and the subconscious and how you process, right? So I like it. Milena, you out to eat, but I need you to come talk to me real quick. Yeah. Shouldn't have put nothing in the chat. She ain't even on here no more, is she? How Milena gonna send a message saying I'm back and then not be on here? Anyway, Santana, talk to me, brother.
What's going on, fam?
What's up? How you doing?
Chilling, chilling. Hey, it's crazy that Friday, I'm doing the same thing too. I was like, I'm just gonna focus this month on just doing puts. For some reason, I've been like identifying that on actually, especially on resistance. I identify those bearish haramis and the dojis, especially. I see them on the resistance even more than on the support. But I said I was gonna focus on just this month, just doing that. And once in a while, just a couple of swings or whatever. But it's crazy how we all think the same thing.
Well, a lot of
Just
times
focus on
people,
that. Just try to master
yeah.
that. What you can do better, and then
Oh, we lost him too.
what you gonna say?
No, I'm saying, like, if you read that book, they do it in MSC Teach. It says that when you see a certain signal, immediately get in puts. But when you see the same signal on the bottom trend, it says wait for confirmation. So that just says the psychology of the market is if it's up and people think it's dropping, they'll get out because they can lose money. But if it's the bottom, they're not really sure at the bottom, so they're everybody's waiting for a confirmation and get in because they don't lose. And so to me, it's just like
it's faster with puts.
That's right. That's right. You can, but
To
you
me,
can.
it's faster with puts. I can just get in and out.
Last year, we would say when the whole country was scared and they were reacting to fear, we made money off fear because we didn't have fear because we understood the market and so that's what Jordan preached back in MIG. Well, not really Jordan, I think with Jordan, but we didn't fear. We okay with fear because fear makes people do things and we just profit from it.
Facts. You just gotta capitalize on that. It's just like I said. Sometimes I get faked out on calls. I don't get faked out on puts as much, but it's all about how you can manage your risk too,
Yeah.
If you have a plan, stick to it. Learn that the hard way.
See Roger playing? Man, that thing fire. Well, I'll shut up. I'm sorry, Jay. I talk a lot, bro. Let me. I appreciate all y'all, man.
Santana, tell me about your week, brother.
Been all right. Been all right. All right, good. I did a couple of faked out, but maintain. But yeah, I'm just focused on just two. I said every week I'm just gonna focus on just two stocks, QQQ or maybe on the financials or energy, because sometimes I just be jumping around and stuff, and I just want to focus just a couple of stocks and just go with it. I get overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how you get, too much. Especially when you're working all day, bro.
Why you say you're switching to just two stocks?
Yeah, because I'll be working all day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be on the road. Sometimes I don't have time to be like, day trading. I'm just let it go. I'll be focused on the 4 hour, 2 and 1 hour. I try the 1 minute, but Hey, you gotta be a pro for that, man.
So you're focusing on swing trading more now?
Oh, you're breaking out, bro.
You're focusing on swinging more?
Yeah, you gotta be focused on swinging. I can stay in a trade a little bit longer than, like 1 minute or 3 minutes. 5 minutes is like I say, if I have time, just like a quick swing or whatever, a quick scalp.
Right. What's your biggest takeaway from the week so far?
What you say?
What's your biggest takeaway from the week so far? What have you learned this week? Have you learned about yourself, trading, anything?
Not to chase, man. Like sometimes you get caught up in you win a couple of times and then you want to get that last one, and that's how you get faked out or something. So you're trying to be more disciplined on that. Just stay focused.
Now, what do you need to work on next week?
Yeah, you just stick to a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like just stay, like I say, 2 stocks, and not be jumping around and stuff like that, and just wait for confirmation. That's one of my biggest things.
Do you have a plan that you typically follow with your trades?
Well, like I said, I'm starting noticing more, like I get more profits, like on puts. Like I get faked out a lot on calls. And that's the thing. I'm trying to see if I can get good at that first, and then I can start messing around with swings.
You looked at why you're getting faked out so much on calls?
Hey, because sometimes I don't wait for confirmation. Like I jump in, or the trend is just before exhaustion. But then it goes like another pullback, and then that's what, sometimes with stop losses too. I'll be putting like type stop losses. That's another thing too. So I'll be putting it like 40%. I used to put it like 20%, 25%. So the market's gonna come back and try to hit those stop losses.
So do you need to change your stop losses, or are you good where they at?
That's what I'm saying. I gotta be like consistent with that. Sometimes I don't put stop loss, especially when QQQ.
Gotcha.
Hey, I got a question, Santana. Do you know how to? Oh, excuse me, buddy. Do you know how to uh set proper stop losses, like good stop losses, due to the price action?
Yeah, like I said, I stick with 20%, 30%. And sometimes I do get faked out with that too.
Nah, if you sticking to 20% or
So I'll
30%,
be putting like a little bit more extended, like this.
I
And
may
that's
be
on
breaking.
Webull too. That's the only one I use.
I'm not sure if I'm breaking up, but if you can hear me, if you're setting a stop loss, and in your mind or however you're setting a stop loss on Webull, like you just mentioned, and it's a 20% to 30%,
Yeah.
15%, you're not setting a stop loss due to price action. You're setting a stop loss to your money. You're setting a stop loss to, like, basically, hey, I am trading with $100 and I am willing to lose 20. If this goes down to $80, get me out of this trade. That's how you're setting your stop loss. You're not setting your stop loss on, say, like, okay, cool, I may have gotten in at almost exhaustion. I see it's about I know now that I'm in a pullback, right? But you can put your stop loss
What is that, man?
at the previous swing high. I mean swing low, I'm sorry. So basically a pivot. That makes sense? I don't know. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I think
Yeah, he might be gone.
okay, I think his is kind of going in and out.
Oh, stop playing. I got service.
Hey, hey,
You almost coming back, Bobby.
I'm back.
All right. But one thing
That's the
I
whole
mentioned,
thing, bro.
one thing I would mention, and this is for everybody, is take your time. One thing that I do know, once we get past the patterns and I start like charting and showing you how to chart and just like market structure and all of that stuff, I would say like my first beginner's chart class that I'll do for you guys, y'all should be able to start seeing. I'm not saying that you'll trust yourself fully, but you'll be able to start seeing and setting like better entries and better entries with I wouldn't of course take profits, but at least better stop losses as well.
Yeah. Let's hit one more person up. Saul. 5, 4, Saul 3, 2, Saul 1. And oh, that's all in the chat. Oh, Saul said he was trying to unmute. I can't help that. I can't help you not knowing how to unmute your mic, man. I can't do it for you. I actually, I don't know. I'll give you a second, see if you can get it. But if not, we'll just, get another time, ain't no problem. Or you can put it in the chat and I'll put it in these notes. Yeah. We're gonna get one more person. Let's go ahead and get Raj. Raj, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Man, talk to me about the week, bro. How your week looking? How you doing? How you feeling? What you learning?
Let's see here. Let me actually go to my computer. Huh? Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's hot. That's okay. Let's see. I actually had a pretty good week. I pull this up. Let's see. Yeah, so I wrote up my it was actually the previous week. So the previous week I was had a couple of red days. So this week I wrote up a little trading plan and got my journal going here. And let's see, I took I took 2 losses this week, and the rest are all wins. Let me see here. Let's see, I took 7 wins this week and 2 losses. So yeah, pretty good week. I started journaling all my trades in on this Excel sheet. My biggest, I mean, you know this, bro. My biggest problem right now is still just like some days I can do it. Like yesterday, I did it. Yesterday, I held zone to zone. And then today, obviously, we had this huge rally, and I only got like a little bit of it, So that's my thing right now is holding for the whole move. My entries, all that other stuff has been on point, but just holding, once I'm in the trade, those emotions, like even yesterday, holding from zone to zone, that was tough on the mental, but I did it. So yeah, that's my thing right now.
How'd you get yourself to do it yesterday? And what was different between yesterday and today?
So yesterday, I would say I was probably a little more focused on the swing highs and swing lows. So like I don't know, like dude was saying, I was not going to get out so yesterday was the downtrend day, right? So I wasn't going to get out unless the previous swing high was broken. and the previous swing high never broke, so I held it zone to zone. And then once the EMA started getting a little bit extended, I moved my stop loss from the 20 SMA and the previous swing high to like the 8 SMA, which never hit. You know, even once it went zone to zone, my stop loss never hit. Now that I'm looking back. And then today, I wasn't focused on that. Today, I got out on this huge candle, and you know how options move. I want to get out when you know that those huge candles really pump the options up. But if I would have waited and just held, that contract closed like plus 300%. I got it for under $1, and I closed the day at like $4. So yeah, I got these rookie exits and sniper entries. That's my thing right now. Let's see, let's find my losses. And then the losses, I rushed a trade. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to ask about the losses.
Okay, yeah. So the losses, I'm gonna scroll up here. That was, let's see, where is it? Okay, so this one was minus 11%. So for this one, I rushed the trade first of all because I had just gotten back from my workout, and you know, I get back from my workout, I want to get into a trade right away. So first thing was I rushed the trade. I went against the trend. It was a downtrend day, and we never broke the previous swing high, so the uptrend never confirmed itself. So I got impatient for the retest, and when the retest actually happened, I got stopped out. I got stopped out for minus 11%. And then the next loss this week was minus 16%. I tried to hop on the trend at resistance. Let's see, I have the notes right here. I tried going long on the hold of my golden zone and 8 EMA, but it was near resistance. Volume was drying out, and I got greedy. I didn't take profit when the uptrend made itself obvious that it was over. Like I was given profits. The uptrend exhausted itself. It made itself obvious that it exhausted itself, but I got greedy and I didn't take profits. And so I exited at minus 16% when that previous swing high broke. And actually, that's when I flipped short right away. That was when I went zone to zone. So right after I took that loss on the uptrend, literally a minute later, my stop loss actually presented my A plus setup, and that was the setup I took zone to zone yesterday.
What's the difference for you between getting greedy in that example where you took the loss of 16% versus letting it go zone to zone?
What was the difference?
Yeah, like, go ahead.
So like the difference in what I was, hold on. I want to say it again, sorry.
The difference,
difference in how it's
so the
feeling,
one you
or-
lost, you said you lost because you had profits and
Yeah,
then you were greedy. You saw it was exhausting,
yeah.
right? What's the difference between that one and the one where you held it through? Because you could say I was greedy on the one that I held zone to zone, maybe not.
Yeah, you know what? You're 100% right.
So what's the difference though in between being greedy and letting the trade play out zone to zone?
You know, that's going to take some introspection, and you got to think about that one, man. You think that's a thought-provoking question, like for real. Like, what is the difference? I got greedy there, but like, what? I didn't get greedy holding it zone to zone. So really, man, I got to think about that one for real.
Okay, well, think about it, bro. I mean, so one of the things that, and this might help your thinking. One of the things that happened with me that my mom really got in my head a lot with my trading is I would like, you know, she would be like, how's the trading or whatever. I'll say something like I got out too early or whatever. She would always be like, did you get out too early or did you trade your strategy? And I was like, okay, well, I traded the strategy and then blah, blah, so you didn't get out too early, right? So that works both ways, whether it's a loss or a win, you know?
Yeah.
And so maybe when you went zone to zone, you weren't being greedy. When I listened to what you said, right? You said the zone to zone trade It broke the lows. It was going down. It didn't make any new highs. It held that 8 EM or the 20 EMA first, and then the 8 EMA all the way down. So it never broke your trailing stop loss, and it went to the zone. That wasn't being greedy to me. That was allowing your trade to play out, right? You let your trade do what it needs to do. Whereas the other one, when you said it was clearly exhausted, right? That one, that's the difference. That one was it's clearly exhausted, but I want to squeeze out some more, even though I'm getting the indications that it's about to stop.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I think. But I think you should do some little, looking inside, little internal analysis.
Yeah, that's why, I started this whole journaling thing, man, because the trend here in my journal, my whole thing is I'm not letting the trade work all the way. So yeah, everything else has been good. But yeah, every note is I did not let the whole move play out. I did not let the whole move play. Every one of my notes here. I mean, other than the losses. But yeah, it says, yeah. Yep. Did not let the whole move play out. Yep.
Nah, hey bro, you did let the move play out. You have to overstand your account size, right? If we overstand our account size, and you start to overstand like, nah, I actually did let the move play out. Or if how you position your trade, right? I've held a move, for like 40%, 50%, my whole position. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and be like, oh, I've held all the way to 100%, yeah, with like not a large position, maybe 5 contracts, 7 contracts, but not nothing crazy, right? So don't beat yourself up on that. Look at your account and be like, okay, cool. No, my account is not built that way. I'm not sizing that way to be able to, make this scalp a day trade or make this day trade a longer day trade, right? Because I think and I got confused with this when I first was trading as well, where people would hit all these percentages or even 1,000%, 500%, and I literally be thinking in my mind like, yo, how the fuck are they doing that? And even seeing like different moderators in my journey doing that stuff, I would literally sit there thinking like, this person held that whole entire position, or they bought like a shitload of contracts and made this type of money. And as soon as I started making a good bit of money, decent money trading, I started to realize that person is not making that much money.
Yeah.
Because you would not be fucking bragging about those percentages. People that I be around and mentors that I look at trading, they're going to brag about a 40%, a 30%, and a 20%, because your 20, 30, 40% is not going to look nothing like ours. And
exactly,
the market shall always give you anywhere between 10 to 30%. It's always going to give you that. So that's why we're always looking for those kind of moves. We're not like, if we see a potential 100, 300% move, yeah, we of course we're gonna rock out with it, right? But that doesn't mean we're gonna hold our whole entire trade. We're going to be trimming away where, like, let's just say 25% of our position is in that trade, and even if it was to go to break even, we still wouldn't even lose the trade.
Right.
What I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up on that. And then one last thing, you be on a 3-minute, right?
Yeah, the 3-minute. I watched the 3-minute and the 1-minute side by side.
So one thing that you can implement if you want to be able to hold your trades a little bit longer is trade with the 1-minute and the 3-minute. And in the times where you feel like, you know what, I just feel like this trend is going to continue in the direction that you're in, throw on the 5-minute just to give you a bigger eyes view, because you're a scalper. But throw on the 5-minute just so you can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're on top of that roof and you're able to see all the cars and everything and the sunset, however you want to look at it. You'll be see and look left and be like, oh shit, there goes the market structure. Then when you go back to 3-minute, go ahead.
Yeah, that's actually one of my goals. I actually do watch the 10-minute as well, but I gotta flip the tab, so I do forget to pay attention to it sometimes. but that's one of my goals. I need to learn how to trade on higher time frames. That's like at the end of my plan, it says that's a top thing I need to learn, how to trade on higher time frames.
No, definitely. We're gonna get to all of that, bro. All that's
Yeah.
I know I make it sound so easy or make it look so easy or talk about it so easy just because I like to say I don't even like to say I've been doing it a while. It's just a consistency, right? It's something
Yeah.
that I don't stop doing. I'm always in the flow of this, right? And if I'm not in the flow of it, I'm fixing my current and trying to figure out, is my current flowing correctly? You know what I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up, bro. Always be the best critic, right? I know that we always hear like that we're our worst critic, but I promise you, bro, like that is the worst thing that you can be for yourself. That will turn you into a loser. You always got to be your fucking best cheerleader, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the more you do it, the more it's gonna get easier. The more that
Yeah.
other voice ain't gonna be able to bother that positive voice. Because the only reason you can't hold on, not you, people can't hold on to that positivity long enough is because of the negative force. It's because they believe their negative thoughts more than they believe their positive thoughts. You know, and it's easy to start identifying it. Just say shit in your head like, or say it out loud like, man, I'm a fucking millionaire. Look how good
Mhm.
that shit felt when you said it, but think about the thought you just had after it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say the thought, but challenge that thought. Tell that thought to shut the fuck up. I am a millionaire.
Yeah. I
You
am
know?
trying to adopt that more confident mindset. 'Cause I mean, it's kind of like I'm relearning the whole mindset. 'Cause when I grew up, like my whole life, I've been kind of anxious and a little depressed here and there. But I try to change my mindset to be like, you know what, I'm the best trader out there. Like, there's days where I feel like I'm the best trader out there, and there's days. I mean, today I feel like there's still something in me that separates me from like lot of other traders. And I think you got to feel like that. You got to have that a little, Conor McGregor energy just to feel, that confidence. So I'm trying to adopt that more. But I'm also I've been wired the exact opposite way for my entire life. So this is like this new mindset. It's new for me, but I'm adopting it and I'm trying my best. But I can't lie and say there isn't days where I fall back into that old mindset. So, I feel you there, bro. I feel you there for sure.
Yeah, you got this shit, bro. Promise you got this. For everybody, I got this. I remember when I was like changing my mindset, bro. It was like a decade ago, and it was just like, man, this shit fake. All this bullshit. Everybody want to fucking talk about this fucking positivity ass shit. Like, I remember, like, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I would literally talk like that. Like, man, y'all shut the fuck up, man. Like, if that person treat you like that, treat that motherfucker just like it. Like, fuck that
Yeah.
shit. Why? Because I was changing. I was treating people how I wanted to be treated. Nobody was treating me how I wanted to be treated. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then I started figuring it out. I'm like, oh shit. All of this shit is real. And I was just my mind was in the word of God. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this was the biggest lie of all. Not the Bible. The word is so true, and that's why I tell people, as above, so below. As it is in heaven, it shall be on earth. And you have to realize that. Once you realize that, there's a reason they don't want you to know your divine nature. There's a reason they don't want you to tap into your God divine gift or to actually speak to the Most High. They tell you, oh, the Most High, stop talking to humans or stop talking to mankind or stop doing this. No, the Most High speaks in silence. Are you seeing the signs? Are you listening? You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people pray for stuff and it be right in their face. And it's like they don't notice it until it's gone. And then they pray for it again. And it'll be right in their face as they're praying for it. And then they'll notice and be like, dang, it was him or it was her. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always said, live in the moment. You have to live in the present now, right? When you're working on yourself, that's when you go to the future and you think of, hey, 5 years later, what I would like my life to be shaped and manifest as. And you go to the past. Most people go to their past in their mind and they go to the negative because that's what they've recorded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I tell you to tell me something about your past life, you'll think of some bullshit. I used to do the same thing too. Now I don't. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if you can't think further back because I can't think of a positive thought, I'll just tell you what happened 3 weeks ago. That's my past life. I'm better than that motherfucker now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got this shit, bro. And just keep pushing. Always remember that thought is not yours. You're a vessel. That thought is not yours. If you don't fucking like that thought, think of something good. Even if it's thinking of trading and it has to do with trading and you just got a negative thought, well, fucking change the time frame, motherfucker. and get a positive thought. Don't allow that thought to linger because it's not yours and it's trying to enter your temple. Only you are give it the keys to enter. If you don't attach yourself to that, the emotion doesn't attach to that, right? And that's why you always want to attach success to yourself. You don't want to attach that shit to no one else, right? That's why Jordan's always telling Movie, bro, stop giving everybody flowers. Stop doing that, bro. Like, you know what you're doing. Why? Because he has the mindset and he knows that. But yeah, Jordan, wrap it up.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out who I'm gonna send this video to edit out all the times you drop the F-bomb, so I can practice this nicely. But I think it's just a wrap. I don't think they gonna be able to, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean up my my act, man.
It's like I sent you that voice message earlier. Where I was like, man, I need to really stop cussing so much. You know, but who said this was a bad word in the first place? It's because I got passion. I got passion.
What he said right after that, because you sent me a voice memo talking about that. He was like, but who's to say it's a curse word anyways? Why would they give us a bad curse word and then tell us not to use it?
Whose idea was this? It's so dumb, fam. Why y'all make words we can't use?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, look, if y'all didn't go today, for y'all, right, drop it in the trade recaps. Drop just a handwritten thing. If nothing else, just write out your biggest takeaway and what you want to get better with next week. All right, so I can keep track of these. You keep track of it, and that way you can really see the growth. Right, you'll see yourself going, and we'll come back, and you'll be like, "Dang, man, I remember when I said I needed to learn supply and demand. Now I got that like the back of my hand. Or I need to learn canvases or whatever." So drop those in trade recaps. I'm gonna tag some of y'all just to make sure that y'all see that and get those in there for y'all. And that's it. Any questions?
How do we recover our account? Because I can't see the other channels. What do we do to do that?
You got to confirm it through Launchpad in your email. I'll put a message in that channel, making sure everybody's good. We'll just make sure it's straight. But you got to go through your email and confirm it with Launchpad. We'll go through it.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
I got one last thing. Jordan, you doing your class tomorrow?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. All right, bro. So, I would like you to pick one special person that you think can really benefit from joining the mini mentorship, and I'll pick somebody as well, and we'll announce it on class tomorrow. And it could be from MSC or MSC Teach, or it could be outside of MSC Teach.
I choose me. All right, bro.
Greedy. That's FOMO.
What's going on? What's going on? What they seeing? All right, though. Y'all be smooth. Y'all be safe. I'll let y'all have a good night. Melena don't need to be on that thing. Melena already knows everything. Bye.